Welcome back to this week's episode while we were building this Purpleheart Thinline Dalecaster. This week we're going to work on putting in this graving piece, fixing a couple mistakes, one that I made last week and one that I'm going to make right now in a couple seconds. Right now I'm just getting them flattened out so I can get a nice graving piece with a couple pieces of leather glued up and in place to then plane back and make it look nice and fresh. There we go. So you didn't, the camera died when I was doing the other one, so you guys didn't really see the finished, or the process. You saw the finished, not the process entirely. So this camera's plugged in, new SD card, we should be good to go. Just to see all the boring details. Okay. So now, you can put this in here like this, okay? However, then the grain's gonna look all fucked up there. You're gonna see this grain coming up like this, and it's not gonna be terrible, but I'd rather put this angle on this piece, you know, so that then it shall flow thusly and be a beautiful piece. All right, so that's what we're gonna do. So I'm marking out the piece of Purpleheart that I'm gonna cut out and put in there as one of my graving pieces, and getting that all ready to go. And yeah, I think it's gonna turn out really well because I've seen it and it turns out pretty good. Yeah, baby. So these grains match up pretty well. Next, get out my 60 grit paper on my big ass flat block of scrap here. Got this. Not perfect, but pretty close. Decently close. Notice how I changed that up there. So, I've really made a hash of this at the moment. So I'm gonna just cut off this horn here, right here. Just part of it, not the whole thing all the way through. Try to salvage my dignity. Well, my dignity was unsalvageable, but I did get that piece cut off, and it actually turned out really cool in the end, because I've seen the end. Spoiler alert. So I'm cleaning up with the chisel, so I have as clean a joint as I can before I get my leather in there. Using the cyanoacrylate glue and getting some leather into place on all the different surfaces and starting there, and then we'll get our Purpleheart clamped in on top of that after this sets up. And the cyanoacrylate really sets into the leather and hardens it up, so it's a pretty hard medium when it's all said and done. Starting to fit in the pieces of Purpleheart now and gluing in the smallest piece first, right on the tip of the horn. It's oversized because I'm going to wind up chiseling it back as I'm starting to do now, and planing it and sanding it into shape. We're gonna have to do some gap filling and dress her up, but eventually that should look neat and cool like that. So we'll see what happens, but I'm hot, I'm beat, so we're gonna end it for today. Peace. Thanks for coming by. So I don't know what happened, but I lost the footage of me finishing out that graving piece. I planed it down and got it ready for sanding, and then began sanding and sanding and sanding and sanding and sanding and sanding and sanding. And then when I was done with that, I got to start sanding a little bit on the body for a change. Just moving through various grits, started at I think 120 up to 150, 180, 220, 320, 400. I don't think I went that high at this stage, but those are the numbers. It's kind of cool. Dust on the inside. I'm pretty stoked on this, and I'm almost ready to get her sealed up. Got to get the edges quarter round bit. Got to get a 1/4 inch round over bit. Excuse me. Do the edges because 1/4 inch, I believe, is what is on all the Telecasters for the radius. Before we do that, I really want to make sure I don't get tear out on this particular one. So I gotta really think about how I want to do. Yeah, so we'll figure that out. But yeah, we're getting there. Very excited. I've always wanted a Thinline Dalecaster. Purpleheart is just a gorgeous wood, and yeah. Yeah. Hello. All right, back from the depot. We've got a 1/4 inch round over bit. We've got a few different round over bits. What we're gonna do now is start to very slowly chip away at these edges. I've got it just peeking out at the bottom there. I just want to take a little at a time because I really don't want any tear out. Take a trip on my rocket ship, baby. Blast away, just think of all we'll find. Casting off the world below. And there we go. The body is ready for sanding. Take off through the night, there's a chance we might find a way to make it alright this time. Very cool. Oh, baby, when a couple of stars align. Sail away with me today, across the waves, wherever they may lead. No matter what the world may hold, hand in hand, got everything we need. Close haul to the breeze, go wherever we please. Home is where your hands in mine. Oh, baby, when a couple of stars align. And we ain't gotta run from the truth, just open up your heart and